Hi, everyone. We're finally made it to the last chapter in the book, chapter 6. So we finally made it. We're almost done with this semester. So let's get started. So, chapter 6, we're looking at identifying supporting details. And supporting details, kind of think about those with these two images on the screen here. On the left, I have this red table. And so if you think about when we pick out the stated or implied main idea, that's our table where we place everything. But our supporting details are the legs. That is what holds up that table. Over on the right is a hamburger. This I always give my students in my English class when they're having to write essays. And so if you think about a paragraph, all the detail, all the good stuff inside that hamburger, that is where our supporting details are. Okay. So if you kind of think it like that, that might give you an idea of where to find our supporting details and what they do. So any paragraph has three main things, and we've talked about two of these already. So every paragraph has a topic, what or who that paragraph is about. We talked about that in chapter 3. And then every paragraph has a main idea, whether it's stated or implied, and we talked about that in chapters 4 and 5. And now, finally, in chapter 6, we're going to talk about supporting details. And supporting details are additional information in the paragraph that helps you understand the main idea completely. They're known as support or details. And so there's a lot of different kind of supporting details. They could be names, dates, places, statistics, results of research studies, descriptions, explanations, and even examples. Some things to keep in mind. You don't want to confuse the supporting details with the main idea. Supporting details are related to the main idea, but they're not the same thing. Supporting details are very specific information that's provided by the author, whereas with the main idea, it expresses the author's most general point. So every detail supports the main idea. So, why is it important to identify supporting details? One, the details explain or tell more about the main idea. So, when formulating the implied main idea, you are using the supporting details to help create it. So, you might have seen that. Number two, listing the details after you've read a textbook assignment can help you study more efficiently. And by doing that, you might find that instructors often base test questions from the supporting details. It will help you mark your textbook effectively, helps to make study notes or review cards, and it helps you to remember the material. And then number three, identifying the details helps you grasp the pattern of organization of the paragraph. So remember that was chapter 7, definition, list, sequence, compare, contrast, and cause and effect patterns. So, what is the method for identifying supporting details? So, first, like every other chapter we've talked about, you're going to read the paragraph first. You're going to determine the topic. You're going to identify if you have a stated or an implied main idea in that paragraph. If you have a stated main idea, which means you have an actual sentence in that paragraph, you're going to identify as a stated main idea. All the rest of the sentences in that paragraph are your supporting points. So if you have a stated main idea, it's really easy to find the supporting details because it's the rest of the paragraph. But if you have to create the implied main idea for that paragraph, there's a comprehension monitoring question for you. And it says, what additional information does the author provide to help me understand the main idea completely? So we're going to stop right here for video number 1. We will pick up with video number 2.